We are back with TMNT, the 2003 version, Season 1, Episode 19. Guys, welcome. If you're here for the first time, we're glad to have you. Welcome to the Welcome to the family.
Never saw The Godfather. Need to.
I can't do an Italian impression whatsoever.
I don't know. Yeah.
Things are looking grim for our turtle buddies here.
Yeah, they are. Go check out the post-talk. I thought it was a hell of an episode. And great action, great homages, which, to me it's the first movie, but apparently it's...
Leo is down right now.
Yeah, he's down.
Unfortunately.
He's down. He made a valiant effort to try to fight, but he got the shit kicked out of him. He couldn't keep going.
So we thinking the turtles and April and Casey and Splinter
are all dead?
And then this next episode is just going to be a blank screen?
Unless we go to a farmhouse. And now that I mention it...
Don't they go to the farmhouse?
Yeah, they go to the farmhouse in 2012 version. And in something else I saw. And Splinter's missing. Yeah, Splinter's not with them.
Right.
Now, Leonardo did get injured, though. Just like Raphael got injured in the other version that I saw. A lot of mirroring with some little tweaking. But I thought it was just a great episode with good action and wasn't boring and it was fun.
And I wouldn't hate that either. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people didn't, but the 2012 version, I really liked the season out at the farm.
Yeah, some people love it, some people dislike it. I loved it, too. It was a nice change of scenery.
Yeah.
It gave us, like, the mystical ninjas. It gave us a bunch of new bad guys. Some really interesting stories. And we got that really good Krang episode where, with April's mom. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, guys, before we jump into this, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon or leave a comment down below and give us a tip if you want and with the tip button. All right, let's jump in. Hey, Full Length, thanks for coming to our Patreon. We appreciate you. Or hey, patrons, thanks for coming to subscribing to the Full Length tier. Turtle lovers, thank you. We're on Season 1, Episode 19 of 2003 version. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
My revenge is complete. My hated enemies thought they had destroyed me, like sheep to the slaughter.
I just hate all those dudes, the secret societies, like, we're too late, they've been destroyed.
Like, where were they? What were they doing? Like, what did they do when, like, what's their function? Like, do they just wait around for something to happen, or are they, like...
I think they're gathering intel on the turtles to see if they can be recruited to whatever higher tasks that they do,
I have risen from the ashes.
Tales of Leo? What are you doing with your nunchucks?
Rats! No offense, Sensei. Leo's in really bad shape.
That's what Batman does in Arkham Asylum.
Mm-hmm. That's it! Everybody book!
No spoilers.
Yeah, this is similar to what I've seen before, except how we got there's a little different. Those guys had their day ruined. Probably got glass in their eyes. That sucks because,
Miss O'Neill, but we must leave the past behind for now.
Don't tell her that.
Fellas, I know just the place. You're gonna love my grandma's old farmhouse.
Oh, so now it's his farmhouse.
We played there all the time when we was kids.
They always go there after times,
What if they get pulled over and...
Man, it sucks being cold-blooded. Is he gonna make it, Sensei? Only time will tell.
Maybe not.
And you put him in a bathtub with some water.
Where'd they get that trailer and stuff? That nice car.
I remember.
Casey's like a street thug.
I don't know.
Great.
I did not send for you, Stockman.
Did they mess him up that bad? They just broke his legs and chopped his arm off?
Arrogance is exceeded only by your inability to learn from your punishments. Provide me with proof that the accursed turtles are no more, and you shall be so rewarded. Fail me, and your next punishment will be your final punishment.
Or if he finds out that, that they didn't die.
I don't know how you can fail someone at it, Like he just wants evidence.
Why won't he wake up? Remember the time I built that remote control car?
Oh,
get it. There was all kinds of debris clogging up the tunnel. Donnie!
Well, that sucks.
That's disgusting.
Leo! I'm stuck! Leo!
It's awful.
I always hate the idea of little kids drowning, doing something stupid. It almost happened to me once. You gotta be a hoss to like.
Yeah, Leo's a dog, man.
You always do. And I know you will again.
Looks like you got him hanging on your every word, Don.
Really came through. He saved your life.
Hey, I think he heard you, Raffy.
Maybe
Raffi?
talking to him does help.
It is said that the voice of a loved one can guide a lost spirit back to its home.
Hey, Leo! You seen my game guy anywhere?
Genkai? What's that?
Hello?
That's kind of funny.
Ew.
That bench back there have 275 on it, Tom?
You ask me, Leo's not coming back because he's afraid.
No one asked you.
You know, he got his butt whooped, and now he's too chicken to come back and face it. It's not like we can't get on without you playing fearless leader.
I think Raph did this literally in the 2012 show.
I was gonna be top turtle. I was strongest, bravest.
That looks fun.
Dead end. Must have taken a wrong turn. Leo?
What the?
Oh gosh.
What is that?
North American alligator.
That's
That's pretty far northeast.
I was gonna say in New York City.
It could be well, it's New York. It could be a sea croc, but I don't think they're in the Atlantic, are they? Dude, that's a terrible thing.
Hit him right. That's it.
Pressure point.
Alligator pressure points?
Little trick Master Splinter taught me. Come on, he won't sleep forever. How about another round of follow the leader? As in, back home.
As in back home.
I don't even know why I told you that story. I guess you just... I mean... Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Your brother,
Stop talking. He's like shaking his head.
he understands.
Weird for it to be winter here.
But there's no conclusive evidence that anyone, human or turtle, perished in this blaze. But I can't go back to Shredder with nothing.
Oh, you're going back with the evidence that they...
If I can't,
He's gonna lie.
then I'll just have to make some evidence.
He's gonna lie, and they're gonna come back and.
We were scavenging for food and supplies. Come, my son.
I hate sepia, Tom.
We found on the upper levels.
Sepia.
What's that?
It's like this filter. That's the yellow-brown filter that they used to use in the early 1900s.
These tunnels stretch for miles in all directions. To avoid losing your way, you must observe your surroundings carefully.
My sister had this old-fashioned photo done in high school, and it had...
Scared of heights.
Come along,
I can't.
Leonardo, you must.
Oh, forget that.
No!
It was then that I realized you had an irrational and paralyzing fear of heights, focusing on the way of balance,
It's like Miyagi.
building your confidence.
That's what I need.
Remove your blindfold.
Tarp there.
I was beginning to wonder if you would ever conquer the dark imaginings of your mind. But I was unwilling to give up.
I think Splinter. Oh, maybe not. It's like he engineered this to.
That's what I was thinking too. That'd be me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love heights, I'll tell you that, but I wouldn't say.
Their shells are the correct color.
We'll never make it back in time!
Then we must forge ahead, my son.
Would you really?
You could have saved yourself at any time.
And you would still be consumed by your fear. By focusing on the task at hand, you were able to clear your mind of all distractions.
That's decent as Splinter, isn't it?
That's decent.
Aw.
Sorry.
Dude, Casey's jacked.
Just be cool about it, dude.
You have done well.
Thank you, Sensei.
I could have used like another episode of him just being out and then worrying about it.
Couch looks comfortable.
That is merely a souvenir of your victory. Consider it a gift.
Well, excuse me. I have other pressing matters to attend to.
Like drinking Sakai.
Saki.
Sake, crap.
Fool. You let your guard down the moment you believed your enemies vanquished. And that's when Baxter Stockman stops taking punishment and starts dishing it out.
He runs in. Imagine a guy in a wheelchair.
Stockman's an idiot. Why wouldn't he just tell the truth? Like, hey, didn't find anything. They might still be alive. Now,
I think Shred would want to know that. Like, I don't think he's going to take it out on Baxter. I mean, yeah, because it wasn't Baxter's failure.
like, hey, your paranoia might be correct. They might still be alive,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'd want to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you just know they're going to come back eventually. Like, yeah, this is a dumb move, but I think he is thinking, okay, before they come back, I'm going to extract all the secrets I need from the suit, and I'm going to put myself in a position where I can start dishing out pain.
Your ignorance is exceeded only by your inability to learn from your punishments.
Yeah, your punishments. They funny, they made him a cripple, and they chopped his arm off. Gosh.
So it's Casey's grandma's farmhouse in this rendition.
Yeah, it used to be April's family's farmhouse and in the movie that I watched and in the 2012 show. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but it gives Casey a way to contribute to the story also. Also, them escaping through kind of a hole in the wall that's kind of consistent with what I've seen before. I can't exactly remember how they get out in the 2012 show, Tom. Yeah, also, they had a remote car in a flashback with Donatello. Did you guys ever have one of those? I mean, no, you really didn't.
You've seen one.
Yeah, my cousin Chris had one.
Yes,
It's like a gas-powered one. It goes like 90 miles an hour.
I was always more of a flying drone guy. But
Okay, yeah.
flying stuff.
I never had one until I was like 18 years old. My mom got me like this one for Christmas. It's like this big, and it's actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it's here. Yeah, that's
yeah.
cool.
And then, but when I was a little kid, I had one, but it's on a cord. You have to walk with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, these are stupid. I remember thinking that shit.
That makes no.
Kind of defeats the purpose.
I remember running out of batteries. I had nothing to do. I was just walk on the road. I'd drag it. It's just a fucking board out here, back then.
So Leo was afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into detail because we've beat on this dead horse ad nauseum, but I don't like heights at all. I'm petrified of them.
Yeah, I don't love them.
I embrace my fear.
You embrace it, okay?
I had a fear of heights before I went on that ride, and still have a fear of heights, but
Yeah.
still did.
Yeah, I don't love heights. When I did zip lining in Cancun.
Oh God. Do you have to go like from mountain to mountain?
Yeah, I was in the Amazon rainforest. You know what I mean? Like, it was, not really, but would be the edges. I guess I'm not sure regionally exactly how close Cancun is to the Amazon, but that
How high was
the
it?
Amazon rainforest is literally 80% of the U.S. I'm pretty sure, which is crazy that it's that big, but it is. We zip line from tree to tree to tree, but it must have been like on this hill. I just didn't really notice it because you zip line, you go down, right? Mm-hmm. But then I'd be like at a higher place. I mean, in terms like the ground would be farther down, is what I mean. So I'm like ziplining down this mountain, but the steepness of the mountain is declining faster than the rate that I'm zipping down.
Right.
So I'm on the last one, and I feel like I'm a mile up, going over these trees and these canopies and everything.
And at
else.
a certain point, it's not like you can go back.
Oh no, I'd have to walk down and go through the jungle. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, the guy told me he was ziplining because they zipline all the time to get to their stations. He said he saw a jaguar like the week before, like when he was zipping down, like jumping on, and he's like, oh god, like those things kill people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was pretty afraid, but I did it. But I was like, I think on the last one I kind of like closed my eyes, and I don't know what the standards are, and when you're in in Mexico, what they're, I know they don't want a tourist to die because that's like their economy. But it's pretty rickety walking up some of these stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No
So
way.
I'm not. I just wasn't sure on the upkeep of these things. So, but
Yeah, I've seen zip lining from like it's mounted to another mountain, like over 300 feet.
No way.
Yeah, I mean,
And yeah, I saw this video of this one guy who forgot to put his cable on, so he's going down on the wrong thing. He forgot to put like another hook on it, I think, and he's trying to stop himself, and then you see his hands start because it's metal.
Oh,
his
yeah.
hands start to callus. He survives, but
they wouldn't they'd rip your hands, so your skin would rip off, man. I mean, I was going on this thing, it felt like 50 miles an hour. I mean, it was kind of fun. Like the first two times, I was like, oh, this is fun. You're not that high off the ground, and and that's, but it was.
God, that's
Yeah,
No.
I don't know if I'd do it again, but I would if we were like a YouTube channel. I was filming it, like vlogging it. I'd have to. But that, I don't think I'd volunteer. But the hardest thing for me was rappelling. Have you done that?
No.
Okay. Well, you're relatively high, in my opinion, but you have to rappel down this wall. And this little Mexican guy, half my size, like, all right, mister, go. And he's holding me. And I got to squeeze, like the rope in a way to where I can control my descent. And I was like, you're just saying, like, imagine being on a tall building, and all right, you have a rope, just jump off. And you kick down like that.
Yeah, no way.
That I volunteered to go first just because I'm like, all right, I'm brave, I'm going to do it. Because Joy didn't want to do it. And it was hard. I took like a couple minutes, and, maybe more than a couple minutes. And and right when I was doing it, and by the way, I didn't squeeze hard enough the first time, so I went down fast. I heard him ah!
That's like off the Lost World when he's like, the harder you squeeze, he's like, yeah, I've got it. And he jumps down, it's like,
Yeah.
He's like, personally, I had to squeeze a little harder.
Yeah. It was like that. I don't know. I mean, there's a T-Rex, if I'm trying to warn my daughter in that trailer that the T-Rex is coming, maybe it'd be a little easier for me. But here, it just, it was a far way down, and I'm just jumping backwards. You just gotta trust it.
I've done it before. It's not bad.
Well, I mean, you're here in a third world country, and, and we're in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, and I don't know if they're gonna life flight me out of there, so.
Yeah. So the gator being in New York City.
Yeah, so there's the American alligators down south, but I know there are, from what I understand, there are crocodilians. I guess alligators are a type of crocodilian, but there are crocodile variations also there, especially because there is obviously seawater, brackish water, and I guess they're there too. It was like I was made aware in some comments I made in the video a while ago, and there are obviously sea crocs as well, but crocs like the warm, they like the south, so I mean New York's in northeast, so
Well, I know that they're in as far up as like South Carolina and places like that.
yeah, but New York, that's
a long way away though from.
yeah, I can't imagine the crocs being there in the winter, but so that kind of breaks it up for me a little bit. But it's an important part of like sewer lore. Like in Batman the Animated Series, there are sewer crocs and Ninja Turtles. We've seen them before. Obviously, even in the Ninja Turtle lore, for multiple things, there is Leatherhead. He's I believe he's actually an alligator that has transformed because of mutagen. So it's part of the lore. But it was a good episode.
Yeah.
I wanted a little more. I didn't want to just do Leo stories the whole time, but I'm glad he's awake. I could have had him be on knocking on death's door for an episode or two to build tension, But maybe, back then, they just weren't thinking about that type of stuff in terms of cartoon sophistication. But, no, I thought it was pretty good. Not my favorite, but it was good.
No one got the farm.
I actually liked, when Shredder said, "Excuse me," for a minute, like, he had a smile on his face. It was kind of interesting to see. I was wondering what he was going to go do. But then we kind of stayed with Baxter, and he was in his wheelchair. Ooh,
This is just a stupid move by Baxter.
Yeah, he's betting on himself that I'm going to extract this technology, create some badass suit for me to be in to kill Shredder and Hun before the Turtles come back.
Right.
Guys, that was our discussion. Good episode. If you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. Leave a comment down below. If not, see you next week.